Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome back to another video lesson from grade 12 and understanding wired and wireless networking. So the page that we will cover today is page 58 up to page 60, week number 10 and lesson number 12. Your instructor is Muhammad Mustafa Bayat. In previous lesson, also we have explained it a little bit about the cross cable. This type is used to connect like devices to each other. Also, we have talked that we can connect the switches between each other and they are cross it. And also, I have shown you this segments or this diagram that you can pen the cross cables. You can always use from this image. I mean, when you want to understand, because for example, in here we have white green from port 1 it goes to the port 3, and when we have number 2, I mean port 2 or pen 2, it will go to assign to pen 6, and pen 3 will go to the pen 1. So this arrangement, you can use this cabling. This figure is very useful for you guys, and the tools that I've told you that you can use these tools for establishing or creating a connection between the wireless LAN networks. Another type that we have in here is identifying and working with fiber optic cable. What's exactly fiber optic cable? There are some images in here that you can understand better. Most of you have heard about the fiber optic that's fast, very good, but for your organization, could use a fiber optic or no? Fiber optic cable is implied when longer distances runs and even higher data transfer rates are needed. For long distances, you need fiber optic cables. Be very careful, don't use Android cables, okay? Use fiber optic cables. And fiber optic cables are used as a part of the backbone of the fastest in networks. I mean, it's exactly the very fastest network. However, they are far more difficult to install and maintain. The installation and establishing is a little bit difficult, as well as to troubleshooting is very difficult, but the data is going to go from this fiber optic is exactly, they are very fast. Fiber optic cable transmit light, it means photons. These lights are called photons instead of electricity. I mean, there is no electricity. They are light, these lights are called photons, and this light is transmitted over glass or a plastic. Glass is known as the media because the media. Glass is known as the media for the fiber optics, just like copper is known as the media for twisted pair cabling. This glass or plastic strands and fiber optic cabling are extremely small. In fact, they are measured in microns. I mean, when the data is crossing from each other, they are measured as microns, and these microns are exactly very fast. We have lots of, you can say, these cables, but the data is going through this, and they are for protection. We use most of the lines for the protection of the lines. And in here we have just a little bit information that in which devices you can use this fiber optic. It means, do we have devices for fiber optic or no? When you go to the bazaar or market, you wanna search the devices, you can also find fiber optic network adapter. You need fiber optic adapter in your networking device or the device that you connect in the internet. You need fiber optic switch. You need fiber optic router. Please search the internet about these devices. You can find lots of the devices about the fiber optics, but I have searched it and found some that I will display for you. For example, this is a fiber optic network adapter. You can see it's an NIC pass. These NIC use a fiber optic, and you can see this is another. I mean, this is a switch. This switch use a fiber optic. It means like this. Let me open again. This port, we can connect this switch with fiber optic, and these are the other ports for RT45. And do we have a fiber optic router? Yes, exactly. We could use these fiber optic routers. In here there are some connections that we can use, fiber optic connections in here, also in this image. Okay, we can use fiber optic, and there are some places for this fiber optic. The most important thing that uses that fiber optics are exactly very fast. The data is measured in microns, and we use fiber optic for long distances, and we can use fiber optic devices and networks. Thanks for your watching, and Allah Hafiz.